Funny Ball. We are live, back in action, square in
for
Times
our
Square.
for our Vente Siniera, our
Ex-
20th episode. Vente Siniera. It's not a thing. Maybe it's a thing. I don't know. I'm probably appropriating a bit by saying that. Hopefully nobody else. No. Well, okay. Now we have viewers, but hopefully they missed that part because that was what I
Well,
was
I
going
don't want
with.
to have to
But
kick you off the pod this early, but
we're
these
30
this
seconds in,
insensitivity
and
is just maddening. But I will say, Will, this is the Funny Ball Spectacular. I'd like to welcome one and all, or one, to the Funny Ball Spectacular. We have a really fun show in store
we do.
tonight, whenever you're listening to this or watching it. And we're going to start off as usual. We got some stars, we got some lumps of coal that we're going to dish out. We're kind of, ripping off the band aid a little bit here because, while we do like praising players that deserve it, all of us except for Will really hates giving out coal and dissing these other players. It's really sad for one of us. So we're gonna move past that pretty fast, and then we're gonna get to some fun shenanigans.
I don't know what's more sad, the fact that I love giving out coal or the fact that I can't even do it this time around. I think both are
Oh
pretty
yeah,
sad. It's like doubly
what a
sad for me,
dilemma.
actually. It's I got to make the lemonade out of this with this
hmm
dilemma. Yeah,
God forbid Will says something nice about Brent Rooker. So anyway, cool. I mean, I guess I'm gonna start us off here as is customary. And yeah, I've been trying to find for a little bit now if there's any way I can't give, at least one lump here to our prized golden child, Joe Boyle. But that is what I'm going to do. Did Nacho win in there, which is always, a good feat. But, that win doesn't tell a story. Worst ERA in the stretch of any starter, and it's not terribly close. And just, yeah, walks and all the issues that normally plague Joe Boyle were manifesting themselves in these starts, and kind of can't get around this one. And he probably deserves even more than one lump. I'm going to keep it at one.
yeah, and I'll let you, since I think we can keep going rapid fire, but I will add with Joe Boyle just because it's really awesome to see him back. I think it's just he's kind of been in that similar stage that he was before he got hurt really early in the year, where he's a guy with really exciting stuff. He can just whip it with a 98-mile-per-hour fastball, and that's really exciting until he realizes that his command is kind of just been all over the place. Even
Mm-hmm.
in AAA for stretches when he was on some of his rehab assignments, he would kind of go through some funky stretches. But I guess it's good that he's. Oh, and this one just doesn't love staying in my ear. I don't know what's the deal with that, but
Got a loose
um,
headbone situation.
so I I don't know, whatever. But Joe Boyle's just kind of got some funky command. I think this is sort of a problem he's dealing with at this point in his career, but the potential is exciting, I guess. Will we ever see it come to fruition? I don't know. He probably doesn't have that much stock on the trade market, so he's probably going to be in Oakland A for a good period of time, whether that's in AAA or if it's in Oakland or I guess also Vegas. Hopefully he'll continue to develop. But Joe Boyle, kind of a just I wouldn't say a weird player because I feel like a lot of teams have that kind of player that's got really exciting stuff, just can't quite put all the pieces together.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets to a certain point where it's just, what have you done for me lately? And he
Or
hasn't really.
ever? Question
No.
mark.
I guess that one win, we were just so deprived of anything good Joe Boyle has done that that one okay win where he didn't get completely shelled was really good. So I guess we've sort of bought into that, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. I'll let you finish out your lumps, but yeah, I just wanted to say
Well,
about Joe Boyle that he's returned.
usually we go back and forth, but I'm fine just kind of ripping through the lumps as well.
Okay,
But
sure.
I was also just going to add in there, if Joe Boyle was on the Seattle Mariners in 1991, could have become Randy Johnson. So keep that in mind. A little praise
But
for Joe.
alas in 1991. What was Joe Boyle doing? Joe
He was
Boyle was
taking in
he,
some nutrients and stuff through a
actually it was
tube.
about 8 years before he was taking in nutrients because he was born in
Uh,
1999.
really?
Wow, he was born in 1999. That's crazy. He's
You
older
and I
than
both
me,
had the
but
same reaction. We were like,
here we are
we're
ripping
both
and
same age and much more successful than us.
Joe Boyle,
No,
but we're the same age.
I take back everything I
No,
said.
Joe
He's so
Boyle is,
successful.
yeah, I guess so. He's
Uh,
got about 3 months on me, so there
yeah,
you go. But he was
man,
born on August 14th, 1999, in
good for him.
O'Fallon, Missouri.
Check
Good for
check
him.
out what's his career earnings so far. It's got to be
Joe Boyle's
like
career earnings. Oh
at
boy,
least a milli,
I
500K
where
for the
would
last
I
couple
don't
of
even know
years,
where I'd
maybe.
find that stat. Would that be like a baseball reference thing?
Usually, but I'm a little unfamiliar if they do it with like minor league or guys that were recently minor league guys.
I'm gonna look
But
him up in baseball reference just to see if I can find it. He
yeah.
is
Anyways,
currently
yeah,
on a well,
yeah.
he
Wait, as you're doing that,
his current contract is that he's on a 1 year 740K contract. So I don't think Millie's really, but
right?
this is like his rookie year though. So I
Hmm.
guess he's still kind of on that low paying rookie deal. It wasn't like he was a super high. It was a fifth rounder.
Right.
Anywho, there's that.
Anywho's,
So
all
I
right.
get to 1 star. I can wash the taste of Joe Boyle out of my mouth.
I'm fine just ripping through the lumps if you want.
Okay, yeah, let's rip through it. Let's do it. Let it
Um,
rip.
I am thinking I'm plotting on a devious one, if I'm being
Oh,
honest.
there's some devious
Um,
doings here. I like it.
there's one guy I had in my head initially, but now I'm kind of thinking I'm like I wasn't that like he didn't stand out that much. At worst, an honorable mention, even though the stats themselves aren't great. I kind of feel just weird about Daz Cameron recently, so I'm gonna go with that. It hasn't had the run that other guys have had. He has a full 20 less plate appearances than some other guys. So it's a devious lick, as they used to say. But in my opinion, you've got to walk more than once in 31 at bats. And it's one thing if he has a precedent for walking, or this is just a weird stretch for him, but he's definitely had a little bit of a getting on base issue. And yeah, with all the run he's getting, it's disappointing that it's like kind of the only shot he could have had this year, outfield for the Oakland A's. And what a shot it is, because Miggy Andujar kind of similar, where there wasn't a whole lot of teams out there willing to give him a shot because of his defense, and they didn't want to, use an everyday DH spot on him, let alone a roster spot. Goes to the Oakland A's, maybe one of the three situations he actually could have conceivably gotten time with. And he's made, I would say, if not the most, and most of it. Whereas Daz Cameron, in my opinion, has not so far. And this is just a pretty, again, 226 average. It's like, there are guys below the Mendoza line for stretches, and including this stretch. But I would have felt weird. I was thinking of Zach Geloff, I'll say. And I don't know, especially too, the vibes have been just a little bit better with him. And there's some other parts of his game, defense and the base running, that's shining a little bit more recently too. So I felt like I couldn't go there. I went Daz.
That makes sense though, because especially with Andahar hitting the eye, or he's out for the season actually.
Yeah.
But
Don't mean to bury the
uh,
lead there.
yeah, right. So I guess we're gonna see more Daz Cameron. So unfortunately, there's not
No, don't say
really anybody.
unfortunately. Let's go into this excited. All
Okay,
right, Daz, we've called you out. But
how are you gonna
like,
respond? They're
how
they're
are you
saying
gonna
you can't do it,
respond?
Daz.
Hey, the
I'm
funny
interested.
ball guys say you can't do it, Daz. What are you gonna do?
After Will championed you for guessing you correctly as being part of the Justin Verlander trade in Detroit,
Yeah.
now we're questioning whether or not you can actually play left field for the Oakland A's.
Daz
The
is
easiest
playing
defensive
a
position in baseball for the one of the five bottom teams in the MLB. But oh man,
yeah.
the other one fell out. There we go.
Daz is
We're
going to
all kinds of
play
confused
a
today.
very confusing, complex role in funny ball lore and history. Looking back, I think so.
I
Yeah,
mean,
happy to agree.
I don't know who else they're trotting out in left field. Maybe Tyler Nevin if they're feeling up to playing him there again when you're not
One-time
using him
A's
elsewhere.
captain Tyler Nevin.
back in what, like the doldrums of May.
There was like a 3-week stretch where he was anointed captain by me at the
Yeah,
very least.
that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fun. Oh man, the days of Tyler Nevin and the 2-hole hitting 320. Oh, those were the days.
those are the infancy days of funny ball. Really, look how far we've come now.
Do you ever feel
We're,
nostalgia for like just a couple months in the past, you
I
know?
certainly do. I definitely do. Yeah, heck
Yeah.
yeah,
So
totally.
that's my 2-hole right there, my Daz Cameron. I already kind of said who my honorable mention is and will be. You can also throw in, I believe, Mitch Spence. Wasn't too good here during
Yeah,
the stretch, but we'll put that aside. Mitch Spence kind of has my heart because of that curveball, if I'm being
yeah,
honest.
and also
Um,
he had like he had like the worst like 7 and some change appearances that I've seen in a while. But
yeah,
oh, that was brutal. I mean,
I don't
you
know.
give that much of length, and then you give up as many runs as he did. But he struck out
At,
10 guys, and that was still pretty awesome as well.
at the
Such
beginning
a
of the year,
bizarre start.
he was like, "Oh, nice. Mitch Spence went 2 innings in long relief." And like the fact that we are kind of relying on him to be a fixture in the rotation at least for the rest of the year, and he's actually kind of delivered that on sometimes. Like I feel like we're not supposed to take the past too much into consideration when doing this, but hard not to when it comes to good old Mitch Spence. So honorable mentions still though, can't escape from that. And my 3 lumps. This is going to be one of the first times I'm actually pretty cool with giving this out. As you know, I kind of don't like giving out lumps of coal to anybody because who deserves that? Um, Note to Santa Claus. But my 3 lumps are going to Max Schumann. Uh,
Yep.
God, which bad number do I lead with? The 446 OPS or the 149 average in 47 plate appearances? Um, I'll just say both as I just did, and just say yeah, not great. And he's always solid defensively, and you know on a incredibly slow team, at least when accounting for results and stolen bases and all that. He's not by far, he's not the slowest guy. So there's that. And versatile positionally. He's kind of played a little bit of everywhere, at least in the infield, other than probably first base. So yeah, just an interesting, decent player, especially because he kind of didn't come out of nowhere, but people weren't sitting there predicting Max Schumann to be on the team, all year. So, or at least most people weren't. So anyway, all that to say, you gotta hit. If you do all those other things, cool. You got to hit a little bit, and he hasn't this stretch. And if I'm not mistaken, he also got a non-zero amount of coal pretty recently as well for doing this same thing. So yeah, kind of disappointing. Too bad. And another guy where it's just like, what an opportunity. Him even more so. Than maybe even Daz. It's like there is not another team that's starting Max Schumann right now, or if there is, it's because of injury and a recent injury I'm not thinking of. And it's really hard to get a starting position in Major League Baseball. So I don't say that to take anything away from Max Schumann, and he's earned this by all accounts. And just look at his minor league numbers and stuff. But it's just too bad. It's like, man, if you could have hit 260 with a 320 on base percentage, the good defense, and a 700 OPS, you kind of buy yourself at least a few years of like being a major leaguer. And if you get cut by the ace, someone else picks you up on waivers and someone else picks you up. But right now, it's like I don't know who else would want Schumann on their major league roster at this exact moment. Again, the versatility and all that. If he just hits and he's good, or fine enough. So there's my 2 cents, my shoe sense.
Yeah, there it is. It's so funny because he's had such great opportunity at shortstop when in the absence of Jacob Wilson, even before kind of just keeping the position warm for Jacob Wilson. And now with Toro's time and with the A's pretty much cooked to perfection, he's the starting third baseman. I guess he has the virtue of having somebody who's even worse at hitting behind him, Daryl Hernandez. So I don't
Yeah,
think that anybody's going to be coming for the third base job for the last month of this season. So we got all kinds of, playing time just in the infield for Max Schumann.
Yeah.
I'm pro Max Schumann in left field. I want to see that. I want to see that
I
happen for a game.
guess, but it's like I feel like, and totally, not to say anything positive about the current left field situation, but like I feel like the one thing that Schumann gives you, and like he can play middle infield, especially shortstop, well enough. Like he can play it at a major league level. I feel like then once you stick him in left field, and then your left fielder is just hitting 149, like he kind of loses any shine he once had. So
Yeah, that's true.
I think it'd be good just at versatility, just to see, if he can really do that too at the major league level. And that's just another, reason to keep him on your team is that he can also be outfield depth. But yeah, I kind of hope the A's wouldn't get into a habit of doing that, let's say.
Probably not.
Um,
No, unlikely we're going to see it very much at all, if at all, in the last month.
yeah. By the way,
But
do you see we've got this one kind of commenter that's been going wild. He's claiming that he has the biggest bat and he scores the most runs, and that there's no rules about how long his bat can be, so he's going to have the biggest bat and all that. And he's talking a big game, I've noticed. And lucky for us, this guy, it's not like we're going to have to face him face to face anytime soon today, because if we had to do that and face him in his long bat, then I don't know how we'd shape up. This guy's talking a big game. I don't know what else to
he's
say.
talking a very big game, and from his location, if I'm correct about where his location is, I think it could reach either of us, even though we're kind of on opposite coasts here.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm with you. And big swing radius
Oh,
and everything.
somebody wants to bring this guy on the pod.
Oh,
That's a choice. That's like playing
someone
Max
wants to
Schumann
bring
in
this guy
left
on the
field,
pod?
man. That's kind of a weird choice. Odd choice,
Oh,
man.
I mean,
We'll
he's
see.
got a really big bat. It's like, would you want to invite a guy with a really big bat to, let's just say, a party or something that you're having? Would you want this guy over at dinner? I don't know. So I feel like we've got to be a little bit careful with who we're inviting on the pod these days. All right.
Well, on that note, he says he promises soon. Well, shoot, I guess I better get my stars in
Yeah,
real
get your
quick. Give
start.
it to rapid fire.
I don't know what you're worried
I think,
about. Soon could
I
be
felt like that
weeks
was a
from
threat.
now.
It felt
We'll
like a
see.
threat.
We'll see what happens.
So my
Who are you giving
stars,
stars to?
I'm gonna go in the order of 1 star I'm giving to Seth Brown, 2 stars I'm giving to Osvaldo Bido, 3 stars I gotta give it to the guy who's been one dotting, Lawrence Butler, right fielder of the future. And I'm gonna give some honorable mentions to Mason Miller and JJ Bleday. I think JJ Bleday is a little inflated because I think the other night he went 5 for 5 in that game. So little, if you take that out, he probably didn't look like as sexy of a stat line as it would seem, but he's been playing very well. These guys have been killing it. Seth Brown really, I think we can all say that we're sort of happy for him in that he's really locked down the first base spot. He's been really hot the last few weeks. He's been their everyday first baseman. Osvaldo Bido, and I think we talked about this briefly before the pod. You said he was Bitoing, whatever that might mean to you. He's been
Well,
playing
you're telling
like
my
a start.
secrets out there to the world. You're supposed to keep that between us.
Yeah, well, if by Bitoing you mean that he's been playing like an actual MLB starting pitcher for the Oakland A's, then you'd be correct. And he really has had a really solid few
That's what I
starts.
meant.
Oh, okay. And yeah, Lawrence Butler. I think if anybody, I mean, I doubt most people are watching the Oakland A's who's watching this pod, but whoa.
10
Okay,
minutes.
we're
See,
getting
we
a
just got a
10
very
minutes.
real threat by that
That
guy.
that's a real threat as any.
I don't know. Wait,
Okay.
where are you? Like in a public space right now? Are you like in a library right now or something? Like, how is he
I don't
gonna
think
find us?
so, but I'm wondering that too. Who is he going to find? Both of us? One of us? Who's going first?
Gotta
We
get
got
your
a
stars
super
in.
fan that's he's okay. I'm just going to finish my stars here.
Yeah.
Lawrence Butler's been one dotting. He's gone. I'll just read off this funky stat line. He in his last 52 at bats, he's registered 15 hits, 13 RBIs. He's been great. I mean,
Yeah.
his defense has always been solid. Since he got optioned for a stretch, came back. Now he's been their everyday right fielder, and he's really proven it too. And I think the A's have played pretty well over the last 15 games. I mean, I guess I would say the record kind of belies how exciting they've been playing. I think just because the ways that in which they've been winning has been different in that it's been generally pretty solid starting pitching, and their their hitting has just come from people other than Brent Rooker. Like their source
Yeah.
of offense has been like Lawrence Butler, who's really solidified himself as their leadoff hitter. You have okay,
2 3
um,
homer games. Like
yeah, which no,
it's what?
he's been incredible. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
and
I've got
Kelly,
it.
I have
Yeah.
to I gotta agree that my favorite that so her favorite moment of Ace Baseball is when Osvaldo Bino goes, it's Bino time
I love how right
before
when he's entering the game and going to the mound, they give him a megaphone and they kind of play it for the PA. It's
yeah,
Beto time. Yeah.
it's Bino
And
time.
I've got a really good joke. Osvaldo Beto and Seth Brown walk into a bar and
Okay.
they're there because Seth Brown brought Osvaldo Beto to a big meeting of the Idaho Convention of Fish and Game or whatever he does.
Right. Okay, so all right, I'm picturing it. We're in rural Idaho. You have this man from, I think he's from the Dominican Republic. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, in the Idaho Department of Fish and Game with the first baseman of the future first baseman of the Oakland A's,
Hmm.
or
That's
current, I
right.
guess.
It's a sort
Okay,
of a
sure.
really good joke. We should make sure it doesn't get into the wrong hands. I think
Okay.
something's there though. But
Oh, okay.
cool.
So it's not finished yet. That was
No,
like that was the start of the joke.
clearly. Yeah, I mean, you weren't erupting and just soiling your pants with laughter. And if I had truly prepared the joke and gotten it ready for show and for the public, you would have been doing that. So that's how you know it wasn't ready.
Well, on that note, so I got a fun little thing that we can do while we're biding our last few minutes before.
Vetoing.
Um, yeah. So, hmm. Seems that we got the Riddler here in the chat. Chris Sale, Mike Soraka,
Are we gonna
Hunter
play a
Pence.
game constructed by a YouTube commenter on the podcast?
So riddle me this, Batman. Chris
All right, we'll
Sale,
play.
Mike Soraka, Hunter Pence, and Matt Harvey. What do they all have in common? Let's talk about that.
Um,
Well, they
hmm.
play baseball. That's one thing they have in common.
That's actually a good that's an interesting collection of
If
players.
it's actually rooted in something truly trivia baseball related, this is a great question, and it really does make you think.
And if it's not, then commenter, please remember that this is an at worst PG-13 platform and program. And that this joke doesn't need to go in a certain direction. um,
Okay.
let's think.
Did they all play for one team? I don't think
I
so.
Nah, I already kind of went through that. I mean, you've got a
Yeah,
Braves
that was the
connection
first
with two
thing.
of them, but I
Yeah.
mean, Pence and Harvey never played for the Braves. Harvey, at the end of the day, actually played for some teams after the Mets that I won't remember them all. Like I think he might have actually had a start with the Reds or something. Maybe wrong. But I, if this commenter, took the time to construct a pretty well thought out and difficult baseball trivia question, then then we should let him on the platform. I think that's what he should do to earn his stripes.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Any guesses?
Any guesses? They play baseball. That's
Anyone
my
else in
guess.
the comments too? And you all have the privilege of using Google if you'd like right now. I mean, Will and I are truthful and honest, and we won't do such a thing. But if you want to use Google to try to sort this one out, go ahead. Everyone's
All right.
welcome to play.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Chris Sale, Mike
Soroka.
Soroka, sorry. Mike Soroka, Hunter Pence, and Matt Harvey.
Well, I mean, Mike Soroka's a really funny one because I mean, not as deep of a cut as you can get. It wasn't too long ago. He had a very good year for a very good team, but not someone at the top of most people's minds at the moment.
Was there
Neither
some
are
type
Hunter
of
Pence and Matt Harvey for that matter,
was there
especially
some
Matt
type of
Harvey.
award that they won? I don't think
Nah, Mike
so.
Soroka is a weird curveball because my thinking would be different with Sale, Pence, and Harvey because the three of them kind of were more so known from the same era. Two of them were starting pitchers, and there's some stuff there. Mike Soroka is the curveball here, pun intended. So
Yeah.
I'm ready to give up if you are.
Yeah, I am because I truly don't have anything better. But
Yeah. Nope. YouTube commenter if you got the right answer. And Will, I don't know
I
if we
guarantee he doesn't. I think he was probably just listening off random.
you just went to like a random baseball player generator and just yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll
I
be
don't know.
left on that cliffhanger for a moment and get back to that at some point. But yeah, I mean we've kind of generally touched on this, but the A's, I feel like I say this every podcast. Oh, you'll never tell.
Never tell. Okay, so that's
Like
fine.
like all good riddles, they are never told or explained afterwards.
Yeah.
But how did he know? Oh, I knew the baseball player generator had to be what it was. There's no way Mike Soroka was intentionally thrown in there. I definitely got it.
Okay.
All right, moving past that, dude. Mystery solved.
Yeah, actually, what is this random baseball player generator?
If you just look up random baseball player generator, I bet you'll find the same site he used. I don't know. I've never been there, but I just have to assume
I'm gonna generate
exists.
one right now.
It's got to be Mike Soroka.
Let's see what I get. Now, Carlos Gonzalez.
Oh, Cargo. Nice. Shout
Okay,
out the
yeah.
Rockies.
Oh, dude, I just did it again. Matt Harvey came up. Nice. Cool. All right. That's fun. That's they also all played at Duke. Is that
You
true?
there? Wait, are you
Dude,
there? Sorry, I think I my screen
yeah, I'm
froze.
here. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my bad,
Oh, they
guys.
also all played at Duke?
Oh, wait.
Whoa.
No, no way. I
Hold
don't.
on.
My instinct is to not
Uh,
believe this guy. He's been proven untrustworthy. So I didn't believe it for a second.
no, that's not true. No, Sale did not go to Duke. Sale
And
didn't go to
no,
Duke.
no, Sale went to FGCU. I
No.
even knew that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he went to Gulf Coast. Yeah, that's not true. Okay. All right. This
uh,
fellow here, he doesn't know ball. That's
well,
my I'm calling shenanigans here.
going into this whole ruse, we're already pretty concerned with the possibility of having this guy on the podcast. Now, I'll say, Will, I don't know if this guy did anything to earn, any favors or any goodwill. I still want to let him on the podcast, see what he has to say.
That's a lot
But
of
I don't know.
dangerous talk that's a lot of dangerous talk to be saying to someone who like may or you know be setting a timer telling us we got 10 minutes and we don't even know what's going to happen in 10 minutes. So that's
That's
bold.
true. All we know is that he lies a lot and has a huge baseball bat in a really big swing radius.
You know what they say, lie a lot, carry a big bat. That's the old adage.
Yeah, that's what they say a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm told to say a lot.
Gotcha.
Well,
Well,
some
I want to
fun,
get
I
into
guess.
something.
Yeah, okay,
Nick
go ahead.
Allen's back.
Yeah, Nick Allen is back. Nick Allen's
Shout
back. A
out
few
Nick
players are
Allen.
back, actually.
And
Jacob
Jacob
Wilson's
Wilson's
back.
back, and
Shout out
there's
Jacob
some guys
Wilson.
that are back. But can we talk about Nick Allen for a second?
Let's
Welcome
totally
back,
talk about Nick Allen. Best quadruple A player in A's history.
I'm gonna look up what his AAA stats ended up being, and probably give a big wow after I see them.
Also, fun fact: the A's have, since the last time we recorded, eclipsed their win total from last year. They won 50 games a year ago, and they're already at 57, 58, something like that.
We're close to 60, man. I can
they're
start to
58
feel
wins.
it.
So they eclipsed their win total from last year.
Jeez, man. Are you ready for Nick Allen's AAA stats?
I am.
He hit 345 with a 431 on base percentage, a 928 OPS, and more walks than strikeouts.
Best quadruple A
Major League
player.
Baseball is hard.
Yeah, it
MLB's
is.
hard, man. There's just
This
so
guy,
many guys like that. Like, there's even a name for it, quadruple A players. Like, there's so many guys that just tear up triple A almost every time they're down there. Keston here is another one that comes to mind, and just can't put it
yeah,
together in the majors, and just
yeah,
reminds you baseball's hard. Um,
baseball is hard.
but yeah, I was happy to see that.
There you go.
And Jacob Wilson's back.
Jacob Wilson is back. It's good to see that I think he notched his first RBI a few days ago. I think they're kind of taking it a little easier with the tender hammy, but it's good to see that he's just kind of slid into their everyday shortstop role, which is definitely what they need to be doing with him, especially over the last month of the season.
Mm-hmm.
This team is not contending, but it's a good opportunity to be playing a lot of these younger guys, giving them some time to develop. We're seeing
Absolutely.
potential pieces for next year in when the A's become the Sacramento A's, and then when they eventually move to Vegas, we're starting to see some pieces there. I think a lot of these young guys who it's now that we're kind of coming in the last month of the season. I'm thinking about where we were when we started, and a lot of these players have sort of faded in and out of AAA and back into the lineup. We've seen some trades happen. I would say the starting pitching rotations changed a lot. Russ Stripling's like basically not playing anymore, which I think is definitely the right choice.
Long live Ross. And
yeah,
yeah.
But Ross has served his purpose. He's eaten up enough innings that now the A's have identified pitchers that they want to be throwing out there for the last month of the year just to see what they have in them. So I definitely respect what he's done.
Another
can you believe Alex Wood was their opening day starter?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was this whole. Say again?
Sorry, I just saw it.
Say again?
I just saw a thing in the comment section. That's all. I was saying, can you believe that Alex?
Well, I'm
Wood
not worried. Stick out your chest, Will. Stick out your chest. All right. We can face this guy.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We got this.
All right.
This guy's not going to scare us.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Right.
I
was saying I can't believe
Jacob
Alex
Wilson. Mm-hmm. Oh,
I was
Alex
talking
was
about Alex Wood, but yeah, that's
yeah.
it. That ship has sailed. Anyway, Jacob Wilson, much more interesting.
What do you have to say about Alex Wood?
I was more just being like, remember that he was like a player for the A's at one point in the year.
Lucky
Their opening
lefty.
Day starter too.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that Jacob Wilson has struck out twice in the majors so far, and he only struck out 5 times in 116 AAA plate appearances. I just wanted to make another baseball is hard comment. But anyway, sorry, continue.
No, I totally agree with you. I mean, I don't think anybody's expecting Jacob Wilson to be putting up his AAA numbers in the major leagues, and if he does, this guy is probably the next greatest baseball player of all time if he's doing that as a rookie. But yeah, baseball's hard.
To me, he was one of the greatest mysteries of any player in recent memory coming up from the minors to the majors in terms of what they're going to be, what they're going to do, what their player archetype is, for lack of a better phrase. Because yeah, I was really wondering if he was actually going to be able to already just be an Arias type, strikeout percentage guy, or if, just the difference in AAA and majors for him is just going to be he's going to strike out a fair bit more because it's major leagues, or if that skill was already so strong within him that he literally just could be a guy that never strikes out. And we don't know yet. Of course, it's been as small of a sample size as it gets, other than the first sample size he gave us. That's as small of a sample size as it gets, but yeah, already it kind of looks like, he's going to strike out sometimes, and just he's swung and missed, even in at bats that haven't led to strikeouts. But hopefully, again, can he hit 280 for the rest of the year? It's not a bad place to start.
Definitely not. Definitely not coming from the only for-profit university in the continental United States,
Oh,
Grand Canyon University.
shout
Shout out
out.
GCU.
Hoops, man. That was a good team.
They're athletics. That they got something. They got something cooking there. Where in Arizona is that? I mean, I would assume the great Grand Canyon University is in Arizona. I'm just curious, like
I'm
where.
pretty sure it is. Yeah. Never
It
been.
is in Phoenix, Arizona. There you go.
Yeah.
For profit. Very interesting.
Can you name a player
Whoa.
from the Grand Canyon basketball team?
Oh, I looked this up like within the last couple weeks too. So
Oh,
I'm
sheesh.
really trying to. Oh, I don't remember. I'm not gonna remember it. I definitely like had looked at this somewhat recently, but
I'm
give me a
pretty
name.
sure a player's name is Caleb McGowan.
That sounds correct. I feel like I've
Caleb
heard that name
something.
around March. That sounds like a yeah. Hold on. GCU
Looking it
basketball.
up. Looking it
Yup.
up.
Yup.
There's actually something else I want to potentially yeah. Quick shout out to JP Sears and Joey Estes. The former hasn't been perfect lately, but coming off the heels of an incredible stretch, and we haven't said their names yet. So and Joey Estes has been kind of smooth sailing per usual. So anyway, JP Sears, Joey Estes, the two starting pitchers of the future for your Oakland A's. We can talk about that for a second. Do you think and we don't know at the end of the day, but do you think the A's are kind of going to treat them as like a not 1-2 punch and try to sell them as like a league, notable 1-2 punch? But do you think the A's are going to be like, yeah, we don't want to give those guys away. Let's see what we got with those guys for a year or two? Or do you think that we might just see a Joey Estes dump trade for some prospects this summer
Nah, not yet.
or winter,
Not
I should
yet.
say?
Joey Estes is like 22 years old. There's no way they're doing that yet.
Yeah, you never know. I
I
mean,
guess you
is
never.
he that young?
He is 22. Like he's
Is he
very young.
actually? Oh gosh, how is Joey Estes that young, man? 2001.
Yeah, it's
Man,
crazy. Like we're
get out of
considerably older than
here.
Joey Estes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I know. That's
win
I
some,
think
you
it's time
lose
to
some.
admit that our wins. Yeah, but I think they
And then
should because
flip it. Then JP Sears, then, because I thought Joey Estes was more like 24 in my head for some reason. But JP Sears is, of course, more of an age of a guy where if another team believes he can be a top 4 starter on a decent team, and then they might try to get him. But
oh,
Will, I've got
so
some
hold on.
news.
So I got some news for you too. Skyler Sugar, the face of one of the mines that brought you banana, is joining us right
Oh,
now. We're
there
gonna put
he
him
is.
on.
There's
We're gonna put him
Skyler.
on
There,
right now. We're gonna put on
No,
Skyler.
he's not here.
that's
Hey,
him.
how's it going? Hey, Skyler. We missed you. Oh, no, he
Oh,
just left.
nope. There he goes.
Nope. Okay.
Skyler looked a little different there, a bit older. I don't
Really?
know if you
I didn't
noticed the
think
same
so.
thing.
I
Here, we're definitely gonna need to do a different
Oh yeah, we
overlay.
should probably prep ourselves for that. But
I'm doing that right now.
oh,
Fear not. Oh, there we go. How do you like that?
there we go. That was better. I like
Pretty
those
good.
apples.
All
Hey,
right.
and I'm gonna be adding.
Oh,
We're
I was
doing
adding
it.
him, and then you
We're doing it.
unadd him. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
well, go
do it.
ahead. All right,
Will you let me do
hands
it?
off. Hands off.
All right.
Yeah, go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, and especially our audio listeners that can't see what's currently going on, we are having a pretty good guest coming on right now. Now, he was threatening us earlier on in this podcast, talking big game with a big bat. And now we're going to have him on. Doesn't look like he's got a big bat with him.
That's good for us.
Unsurprised am I. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Skyler Sugar. Hey. All right, so here's Skyler, and he's kind of an
I brought something
Whoa.
to celebrate.
oh
Oh
is it a
wow.
gift?
It's my $2,000 bottle of champagne.
Thank
Well, that's
you.
pretty sweet of you, man. We appreciate that.
Andrew didn't give us a gift.
Yeah, it's for Funny Ball. I brought it for Funny Ball.
Oh, well, I was a little concerned that what occasion was that for, but I'm happy it's for the podcast. And while we have Skyler here, might as well jump into some trivia. Am I right or am I right? Guys, am I right or am I right?
I mean, I think you're right. I'm just waiting. I'm kind of waiting on Skyler's word here. I can't even, hear the.
Skyler
hear
thinks
the guy,
I'm
but...
right too. Skyler,
Guys,
Skyler.
One
Skyler
time
thinks
I
I'm
found
right.
one time I found a rat in the ice machine.
Oh no. Well, that actually ties well into our first question. Round 1. All right. This first question is worth 5 points. All right, guys.
How many points total are possible?
Yeah, you'll see. This one's worth 5 points, though. All right.
Who
Where is Skyler right now? Will you get a first crack at this?
Are you at work? You at the bar? Yeah, you're at work.
Wait. You gotta be more specific than that, Will.
I don't know where he works.
Skyler, I'm gonna kick it to you.
Do not feed alligators.
Oh, Skyler gets the first 5 points, Will. Gotta be a little better than that. So Skyler is calling us live in from the cafe/bar that he works at. And, this is going to be a really, really cool feat if he's able to take down the trivia while on the clock, while Will sits at home not on the clock as a loser, potentially. We'll see. I don't want to speak it into existence. But, all right, question 2, round 2. Is everybody ready?
Bring it on.
This is
Will, you ready?
Crazy.
Right, Will,
I guess. I mean, this feels like this is stacked against me, though.
No. All right, round 2, question 2. This one's worth 1 point. All right.
Is he allowed to do this on the job? This is crazy.
Skyler's allowed to do whatever he wants. Skyler's kind of the man around those parts. All right, cool. Who leads the Oakland A's in walks? It's a multiple choice question. Skyler, you're going to get the first crack. Is it Brent Rooker, JJ Bleday, or Shea Langoliers? No, we're going to have to wait on
how much time do I have?
You have 10 seconds. I'm counting in my head. I'm a slow counter.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I think I know what's going on. Skyler, I'm going to prevent you from doing this in future questions, all right? It took me a little too long to figure that one out.
This is crazy.
Who is it?
I don't...
Yeah, he's got to take care of something
lunacy.
quickly.
This is kangaroo court.
A little bit kangaroo court. That's not a bad way of describing this. But, sometimes when you're at work and you answer calling live to a podcast to play a trivia game show, you've got to take a break to do your job momentarily. And he'll be right back, and he'll probably smash this question.
Okay. But I have to wait until...
Yeah.
I have to wait?
Yeah.
I have to wait until he answers, even though he's actually on the clock right now.
Yeah. He's coming
This
back.
is an outrage. This is ridiculous.
I'm having fun.
Wow.
Skyler, you got an answer there?
Rizzo?
No, not even one of the choices. Will, you get to...
He won the Cubs the World Series, I think.
He sure did, but unfortunately that's not the question or one of the answer choices. Will, do you have an answer to this question?
Yeah, I'm gonna say JJ Bleday, I think.
Wow. All right, Will, getting on the board. Ding, ding, ding. I wish I had a sound effect prepared, but I'll give you a good ding, ding, ding.
Let's tie it up, man. I came here
No,
to play.
you're not tied up. Remember, the very first question was 5 points.
What?
I said it. You can go back in the video.
What do we
How
need?
much was this one worth?
Skyler, you're winning 5-1. All right. Question 3, still round 2. This one is also worth 1 point.
Yeah.
Who leads the Oakland A's in triples? It's multiple choice. Will's going to start and get the first crack at this. Is it Zach Geloff, JJ Bleday, or Lawrence Butler?
D, none of the above.
It's Will's turn. Will's getting the first crack at this.
You want a mojito? We don't have. What you have something good? He wants a mojito. I don't have a mojito.
Well, Will, remember you get first crack at this. So
Yeah.
while
I'll
Skyler's
do-
making a mojito, you can kind of go ahead
do.
and snipe this.
I'll go. This
Not
is,
too much. Yeah, you get ahead.
Will, time's ticking. Remember,
Yeah.
Skyler's gonna be done making that mojito
all right,
soon.
JJ Blade. I'm gonna do it again.
You're
It's not?
wrong.
It's
Skyler,
A.
you're right. You're literally right. It is Zach Geloff. Skyler gets the point. All right,
Zach
Skyler's up
Geloff
to
leads the
6.
A's and triples.
He sure does with 4 of them.
How? You're kidding.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's right.
Look that up.
Yeah,
There's
look,
no way.
you can challenge it. Look it up. You can look it up.
I'm challenging. No, I'm the flag. I'm challenging that. This is crazy. This guy's struggling to serve a mojito and he gets it right because he's guessing. Okay, this is ridiculous.
Look it up, Will. You're doing a whole lot of talking.
Okay. Looking up.
Where? When?
No, it is JJ Blade. He has 4.
Then I mixed them up.
Zach Geloff
All
has
right,
2.
you're right.
Lawrence Butler has 2. Yeah.
Jay?
My bad. I
Okay.
mixed those up.
I know ball.
This was actually
I know my
one
team.
of the few ones I forgot to write down the answer for, and I, of course, messed it up. I thought I remembered incorrectly. Anyway, Will, you're gonna get the
One
point
sec.
there.
I'm making a drink.
Oh, all good. You have full reign to do that at your job.
That's
He's all right,
literally on the clock right now.
Will, you're down 5-2.
Okay.
But you are creeping closer to Skyler's score of 5. Skyler, we're gonna move on to the next question whenever you're ready, but we're totally cool waiting for you.
Mexican. Yeah. Really good.
You can just this is kind of like a slice of life at the bottom of your screens right now for the video watchers. You get to kind of peer into a bar on the East Coast.
These guys are asking me. I'm playing a game for money. It's a national.
No, wait, Skyler, ready for the next question? Skyler, I got a question.
What? How much you put? I could win hundreds of dollars. Well, how much you put? Oh no, nothing. They selected me at random. Can I jump in? Yeah, if you know how much.
No,
you don't have to.
Skyler, give him a cut. Give him a cut, Skyler, if he gets any right.
No, if we win, we could win a lot of money. I hope. Okay.
All right, Skyler, you ready?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm ready. Kate, are you ready? I don't know.
Who leads the Oakland A's in stolen bases?
Is this a multiple choice?
Multiple choice: Lawrence Butler, Max Schumann, or Zach Geloff. Skyler, you got to go back on screen, buddy.
Sorry, what?
Back on screen, buddy.
Oh, Ellie De La Cruz.
Geez, you're just not listening to these
Cincinnati Reds
questions,
player, Ellie De La
unfortunately.
Cruz.
Will, you're gonna get the next crack at this. Who
What are the
leads the A's
choices?
in stolen? It's Lawrence Butler, Max Schumann, or Zach Geloff. Skyler, I would start going A, B, or C from now on. You have a better chance, probably, of getting one right.
Go Geloff. That's probably Geloff.
You're right, Will. Will gets it right. Skyler, he's getting closer. He's 5-3 right now. You could be losing out on a lot of money here.
Back, let me get hot.
All right. Will's going to get the first crack at this next question. And I wish I prepared a little bit more. We got a very slight technical difficulty delay because of something incredible that's going to happen with this next question. All right. You guys got to bear with me for a very slight moment. All right.
You want to say hello?
All right, here we have the slustastic slushy question of the day.
Okay. Wait.
Sorry,
Take it off
Skyler.
for a second. We got another guest in the pod.
Oh, hi. Welcome to the podcast.
Guys, this is my coworker, Kate. She's from Ukraine. She's from the beautiful Ukraine. And,
do you know anything about baseball, Kate?
Have you ever been to a baseball game?
Maybe in childhood, I was playing baseball just 1 or 2 times. So, and after, never.
And what's your favorite team? What's your favorite baseball team?
You want to say New York Yankees? Because
No.
I don't know nobody else. Sorry.
Don't say the Yankees. Oakland
okay.
A's.
That's great.
Whisper Oakland A's. Whisper Oakland A's. Say Oakland A's.
You meant Oakland A's? Oakland A's?
I don't know.
You don't.
No, I
Oh.
never saw. I never saw games. Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
A's are
She's never-
losing on
she's not
and
a fan
off
of
the
the
field,
Oakland A's.
man. Oh,
I'm a fan of the
geez.
Yankees. You're a fan of the Yankees. We're on an Oakland A's podcast here.
Wow.
Yeah.
There are
Did you tell her
10,000
about all
people
the money?
watching.
That's nice. I think so. It's because in my country, baseball nobody plays, so it's not really popular for us. But when I was child, I saw one American guy. I don't know what he was did in Ukraine. This was crazy, but he teach some children from the street how playing baseball, and he invite me and say, "Would you like play with guys?" And I say, "Yes, I want try." And it was so good. I remember this all of my life. This was something like very powerful, remembering from my childhood. So now I don't remember any, how would say, any rules right now. But
That's
it was so
incredible,
good.
though. That's
That's
awesome.
actually like
That's
that's
a
a really amazing story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Dang.
sharing
I
that.
wish.
Thanks for sharing that, Kate.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we appreciate it.
Getting
That's
clipped.
so cool.
And now, okay, bring back the slushy.
Oh, okay. We've got the slushy
That's such an
question
interesting
of the day,
detour.
everybody.
That was really cool.
Guys, are we ready for this? I forget. Is Skyler going first now? I think Skyler might be going first, or is it Will?
I thought it was me because I got the last one.
All right,
like
it's you,
4
Will.
races.
All right, Will's going
Okay.
first. This one's also for 1
Slushtastic.
point. This is the official Slushtastic Slushy question of the day. There is currently a player on the A's whose OPS is exactly .711. Who is it? Multiple choice. You've got Tyler Soderstrom, Shea Langoliers, or Kyle McCann. Well, I'm gonna need to
What
see
were the
those
three?
hands.
What were the three?
Tyler Soderstrom, Shea Langoliers, or Kyle McCann. One of their OPSs is exactly .711.
That's got to be Langoliers because there's no way the other guys have an OPS of that.
Final answer?
Yeah, Shea Langoliers. Lock it in.
And Skyler, you've got 2 answer choices now. You can steal the points.
Wow.
All right. Is it either Tyler Soderstrom or Kyle McCann? A or B?
I'd rather not. Will, I don't want your points. You deserve it more than I do.
Okay, well, Will's not going to get either.
You've devoted so much of your life to this podcast, and I'm just coming on here as a guest, and I don't even watch A's baseball, and I just would never want to take away a point that I know and I believe in my heart that you could actually get, and I think you deserve a second chance.
Okay, well, Skyler's going to use his one-time second chance other player mulligan, and give Will a second chance at answering this question. Will, is it either A, Tyler Soderstrom, or B, Kyle McCann?
I'm going to go with this is the season-long OPS.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Soderstrom.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Hey, he got it, Skyler. Second chance. All right.
I appreciate that. Can I share half of the point with Skyler?
No, he's not going to want it. He's not going to take it.
All right.
He's a man of integrity.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. He'll take it, he said.
All right, half point. All right, I'll share that with him.
All right. So the score is 5.5 to 3.5.
Yeah.
Right.
5.5 to 3.5. There you go.
All right. Cool. Skyler, this next question you get the first crack at. All right. And this is going to be a little bit different of a question. All right. Different answering style. Can you name 3 stars from the movie Bad Times at the El Royale?
I'm so excited.
You're really testing my knowledge here on Bad Times at the El Royale.
It's a true cinephiles movie,
All right. I asked you already not to bring race into this, but
right. Yeah. We had to get that out of the way.
Jackie Robinson.
All right. You know, I'll give you 3 more cracks at it. All right, Will, you can steal.
Wait. I'm thinking here. I'm thinking. You never
Okay.
said there was a time
gonna
limit on this
get-
one. There's never
You
a
gonna give
time
me an
limit.
answer?
I can steal. Whenever he's. Yeah. Okay. I'll let him go. He can go.
Hey, it's on me to let him go or not. I run
okay.
this town
Okay.
during the trivia segment of the Funny Ball
my
Spectacular.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Who's the guy who played Thor?
All right, now we're kind of on to something here. I'm not going to give you the answer, but it's a good hint for yourself.
It was the brother of the guy that played Thor.
No, it was the guy who played Thor.
Fuck.
Can I steal?
All right, Skyler, I'm sorry. I feel like you've used up your time and answer choices here.
Daisy Ridley.
No, you're still wrong.
No.
Even though I felt like that was a genuine answer and you were trying to get an actress who I think I know who you were trying to guess, but you didn't guess. Will, I'm going to give you the floor here. 3 of
Okay.
them. I need 3
All
of
right.
them. Will.
Let me go.
And
Jeff Bridges.
Chris Hemsworth is off the board.
Okay.
All right, because Skyler kind of referred to him. But yeah,
right.
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges, John Hamm,
Yeah.
Dakota Johnson.
That's like in order on the Wikipedia and IMDb. I have a suspicion of this Will guy. I don't know.
God
See,
bless
he
it.
could have
We
just
got-
crossed his arms.
He's juicing, boys. He's
I feel like this
juicing.
guy's juicing
He's
over
juicing.
here.
Got
All right,
corked
little
up bad.
PDs.
You got to give me
him
all
the
of his
point.
points. You got to give me all of his points.
No, see, Skyler, I'm going to do the same. Show the same courtesy
This is
that you showed.
unbelievable. Give me all of his points, or I leave.
All right, Skyler, if you can name 3 more actors in Bad Times at the El Royale, then you can have his points.
But if I can do the same thing, can I get all of his?
No,
points?
Will, no, you're at it. You've got your points for Skyler's taking them.
All right.
I'm pretty sure you can do it, Will. I just want to see if Skyler can. And the second you get one wrong, I'm moving to the next question. You have no Jackie Robinson mulligans.
Hi.
This is crazy. This is the best episode of Funny Ball ever.
It's a good one. It's going up there. Skyler, you got an answer?
Have you guys ever seen Bad Times at the El Royale?
No way.
Do you know who's an actor in that? Like who? I'm on a game show right now. Who was an actor in Bad Times at the El Royale? Chris Hemsworth, Dakota Johnson, Kurt Russell,
Is Kurt Russell in it?
No, it's
John
Jeff Bridges.
Hamm.
I thought-
They already said that one.
Wow, that's all I got.
Oh, that's okay.
They're
So
really
close.
screwing you, Skyler. They got close. Kurt Russell's not
close.
even an answer. They
I
were
was gonna say,
thinking of
like,
Russell Crowe.
they got Russell Crowe.
They were definitely thinking Russell Crowe.
Johnny
Russell Crowe in
Depp.
that movie?
Johnny Depp's not in Bad Times. Yeah, Russell Crowe plays a
No.
small role.
Who was
Look at
Russell
that.
Crowe in that movie?
Are you gonna challenge me again, Will?
Yes, I am. I'm looking that up.
Go for it. You're gonna be
Dude,
wrong
no.
about this one.
Russell
It's,
Crowe, I don't think was in that movie.
Mahershala Ali.
Yeah,
looking it up
Mahershala
right
was
now.
not present for the filming of this one.
No, Mahershala Ali was not in that. Oh, wait. Okay. I
You
wait,
stand corrected.
Who did Russell Crowe play in that movie?
Yeah. Anyway, Skyler, I'm sorry. I'm feeling like I can't give you the point here. Don't worry. There's
You
many
gotta give me
points.
something,
to come.
man. You
It
gotta
wasn't
give me
There's
that. I
so
stand corrected.
Skyler,
I
trust
need
me.
something.
There's gonna be some good questions coming on that you might have a chance to answer.
I said
correctly.
this is like watching Uncut
Um,
Gems. I have to agree with her on that.
Mark, what is this?
All right. This
is
next
this?
question's for Will first.
What is
all right?
this?
Ready,
Okay.
Will?
Yeah.
Who won
put this?
Super Bowl
I don't know.
21? And it's 1 point.
Okay,
Super Bowl
repeat
21.
that.
Skyler, who won Super Bowl 21? Will goes first. So
you
if
give
you
me the
answer the
year?
question correctly before Will goes, and Will's gonna get to know the answer and say it. So you got to wait your turn, buddy.
Can you tell me the year at least?
No, no way.
Okay. All right. Super Bowl 21 was probably 19.
And by the way, you both are gonna go back and forth naming teams until one of you gets it.
Okay. 1991 probably because the first Super Bowl was what year was the first Super Bowl? Was that like 19?
Well, I'll tell you, the first Super Bowl wasn't, in 2000. I can tell you that much.
Well, yes, but it was like 19. Okay. 91. I'm gonna go with.
I'm gonna need an answer in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
85 Bears. Chicago Bears. Is that the 85 Bears?
Skyler,
No.
Oh, okay.
who
Okay.
won Super Bowl 21?
I think the Super
It
Bowl started in
wasn't-
the 60s.
Oh.
And I don't know if you heard this part, Skyler, but you both are gonna go back
Wait,
and
no,
forth
I
until
think I
one of
know
you
this.
gets it.
I think I do know this.
It wasn't Elway, but it was like around Elway. The Giants?
Yeah, Skyler just got it. Bing, bing, bing.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it was the
Actually?
Giants. Yeah.
Damn.
Um,
Okay.
so
What year was that?
I don't know. I never even knew. Skyler wins.
I thought
that
that's why you
question.
asked, Trevor, because you're a Giants
No,
fan.
there's context. Yeah, context clues. That's definitely
okay. My
that's supposed
next
to be a
guess
last
was going to be the
resort callback.
my next guess was going to be the Washington Redskins, but
I would. My first one I did was like Super Bowl 27 or something, and it was.
Well,
the
I asked
commies.
Trevor so many times. We cannot keep bringing race into
I know.
this.
I said commies because I knew Skyler's one rule about being on a podcast. We don't talk about that type of stuff. Will.
all right. I apologize.
All right, Skyler gets that. How many points do you have, Skyler? 6.5.
I have 4.5, I think.
Not my job to keep score, buddy.
All right, Skyler's got 6.5. Will's got
It was
4.5.
1987. That was 87. That was the year.
Ready for the next one, Skyler? You get first crack at this.
Okay.
In which Bond film did James Bond first say Bond, James Bond?
Oh.
Just what a great question, right?
That's actually like a legit trivia question too.
And again, you guys will just go back and forth until one of you gets it.
Okay.
Casino Royale, like the original.
Will.
It feels like a Connery thing to say. So I'm gonna go with Goldfinger.
Nope. By the way, this one's worth 1 point again. So,
Okay.
yeah, Skyler, back to you.
Octopussy.
Nope.
Is it Doctor No?
That's right. Will gets it. All right. Now we're at 6.5 to 5.5.
Let's go.
All right. Will's creeping up there. That was an early lead
Damn
by
it!
Skyler. Skyler, the customers.
Scott, you're on the clock.
All right. Well, you're going to get the first crack at this one. All right. But I'm
All right.
going to not give you a whole lot of time. You either kind of got to
Okay.
spit it out pretty fast or I'm going to throw it back to Skyler. This one's
Okay.
worth 1 point.
Okay.
Can you name the 3 members of the Lonely Island? Full name.
Andy Samberg, Yorma Taccone, Akiva Schaffer.
Damn. I was kind of hoping Skyler would get that question. I thought that'd be a funny one to throw in Skyler's face. All right. Where are we at now? Are we notched?
I think we're notched.
Oh shit. Well, that's really good timing because we're going to round 3.
6.5 points each.
All right, 6.5 to 6.5, round 3. Question 1, Skyler's gonna get first crack at this. Who is the ready, Skyler?
Huh?
Who is the 3rd tight end listed on the Kansas City Chiefs depth chart? 5 points.
Right now or
Right
last
now.
season?
Right now. This is for 5 points. Every
God
question in this
bless
round
it.
is worth 5 points.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's the ice machine. Okay. Travis Kelce. Noah Gray. I think we got rid of Blake Bell.
I'll be honest, you got the first 2. Those are the first 2 listed.
I know.
Who's number 3?
It's a crazy question. It was Blake Bell actually, like for the longest time too. That was my first guess because I knew, Noah Gray was always number 2.
Who's TE3, Skyler?
God bless it. Oh, God. Oh.
Putting him in the friggin'
Put him in the blender, man.
I can tell you. QB.
I know there's a lot.
Just,
You can tell us a
Bailey
lot.
I know there's a guy who's a rookie.
You can tell
I
us
feel
a
like
lot,
they
but can you
drafted a
tell us
guy or something,
TE3?
signing guy recently.
Say again, Will?
I think it's a rookie because there's like I'm pretty sure there's a rookie on the team.
Skyler knows the Chiefs quite well.
Yeah, I have an idea though. I think I might know who it is.
All right.
We drafted him. What did we draft him last year?
I don't know.
This year?
Oh, my hair did a weird thing there. I kind of like this. I'll keep that.
Yeah, take it, Will. Take it.
All right.
Deep cut. Bag goes deep. Jared Wiley.
Will got it. Skyler, Will
That's
just got
unbelievable.
that.
That's unbelievable.
All
That's
right.
unbelievable.
Wait, so the score
those
is
points.
11.5 to 6.5?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, Will, you're going to
Yeah.
get first crack at this one. Trust me, there's plenty more points to be had, though, Skyler, so don't feel too bad about how things have just gone. All right, Will, first crack. Who is the backup quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs currently?
Oh, easy. Carson Wentz.
All right, got it.
Fucking way too easy.
Yeah,
way
no,
too easy.
Skyler, you're going to the next one, all right? Next question for Skyler. 5 points. Little pep talk.
16 and a half to 6.
Well, here's a good opportunity to do exactly what you want to do, Skyler. What is the full name, only first and last name, so first and last name, of the current Kansas City Chiefs owner?
What are you talking about, Trevor?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
You know this.
I know this.
Will knows this.
I do know this. Hands up, I know it.
You guys absolutely kill me. It's ridiculous.
I mean, we don't try. Nothing's intentional. We just
Come
try
on.
to do our job.
You guys think I don't know this?
You gotta spit it out. You gotta say it.
We got to hear it.
What's his
Clark
name? Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, it's Clark.
All right, Skyler's down by 5. What is it? 16.5 to 11.5. That half point was a perfect idea. Whoever had that idea. All right. So Will, you're getting first crack at this. All right.
This is like the halftime show where the weekend was like going through all the hallways and stuff. That's what this feels like with Skyler.
Yeah, that's exactly where Skyler is right now. Actually, he's at
Oh,
Raymond
sweet. I didn't
James
realize
Stadium.
Pretty crazy they don't feed the alligators at Raymond James.
Pretty
Oh,
good.
you
All right,
look like
Will,
you're
I've
enjoying
got a
yourself.
question.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, next question, please.
Next question is name one. And Will's getting first crack. So Skyler, remember, if you answer this correctly before Will answers, he's going to get your answer. So you got to wait for Will. Name one practice squad signing the Chiefs have made in the past couple days.
Yeah.
And let me know when
One
you're
practice
ready.
squad
Okay.
signing.
I'm always ready.
No, you're not ready yet.
All right.
Hey, touch that now.
Touch what?
Yeah, finish your
You've
work.
got 7
Chris
seconds.
Oladokun, quarterback.
Touch what?
I don't think so. I don't have
Oh,
that
yeah, what
written.
happened?
I'll
really?
Look it up just in case
Okay,
I'm wrong.
thank you.
Is that based on anything or?
Because he was their preseason quarterback, Chris Oladokun.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right, let me.
The past
Oh, we're
two,
going
the
out.
big thing is past couple days.
Yeah,
as well,
out.
so,
Good?
Yeah.
Skyler,
What was the
Ready?
question?
name one practice squad signing the Chiefs have made in the past couple days.
Yeah.
No,
Bailey
I was
Zappi.
wrong.
That's what I'm looking for. It
It was Bailey
tie ball
Zappi.
game. Tie
Yeah.
ball game.
I try to go
what-
too deep with Oladokun.
Yeah, 16.5 to 16.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tied up.
All right. Next question, Skyler. You're gonna get first crack. All right. Can
Me?
you name 3 Kansas City Chiefs starting offensive linemen?
Okay. We can go with Creed Humphrey. We can go with Joe Tooney.
Mhm.
And let's see. We can go to. Oh man, we just we just released Lucas Niang. So
there's another obvious one, I think.
There is yeah. Good. Kate, how's it going? Good? Why? Why are you sad?
This is crazy, man.
He's doing his
Can I
job.
steal if he gets his last one wrong?
Yeah.
All
He's
right.
not going to, I don't think.
No, probably not. But just curious in case.
Yeah,
I think I do know
you get
another.
to, there's.
Wait,
know, like-
sorry. Hold on one second, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Think up your answer. Will.
I have my
Skyler.
answer. I have like
Tens bar.
one. I know which.
All right.
I know like two actually. Yeah.
I've got two names here that it seems pretty solidified that they're definitely starting. So I wrote 4 names in total.
Okay.
He
Could
was sorry guys.
One more.
Well, I can talk to you guys. It's still going, Kate. It's still on. That's it. Okay. The most penalized player in the whole league last year.
Oh, I think you gotta say his name, but I think he got it.
Right tackle. Starts with a
JT.
J. Last name starts with a T. Do you know it, Will?
Ooh.
I do. I know exactly
do?
what you're talking about. Yeah.
On the count of 3.
He had that
1,
hitch in his lineup.
2, 3.
Jawan Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah.
There we go.
Juan Taylor.
Well done. Skyler takes the lead.
Yeah.
All right.
Ah,
So now, Will, you're going to get the first crack at this next one. Skyler's up, was it 21.5 to 16.5? Or
yeah. 21 and a half,
We'll call it
16 and a
that.
half.
we'll call it
Yeah.
that. All right.
Yeah.
So, Will, you're getting first crack at this, but you only have 10 seconds. All right.
Okay.
And Skyler would only have 10 seconds behind you. Right? This one's worth 5 points as well. What is the name of the main character in Eraserhead?
Eraserhead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's your turn,
Eraserhead.
Will. Yeah.
Oh, I just said Eraserhead.
Oh, no. Like first and last name.
Oh, I don't freaking know, man. I never saw that movie.
All right.
I don't
well,
know. I don't know.
Kicking it to Skyler.
No, I thought
You
it was
don't know it
Eraserhead.
What? Oh, Jesus Christ. You tell me I asked an Eraserhead question and a trivia with Skyler involved and he's not going to get the right answer?
I don't know. What is his name?
It's Henry Spencer.
I was never
Never
gonna get
got
that. Yeah,
I've never
in
seen
a
the
million
movie,
years
so I
have gotten
didn't know like how known of it. I thought
No
I
chance.
thought that would be a
I don't know
known thing.
if they say that once in the movie. That might be one of those things they just make up for the credits.
Yeah, right. Well, you know me, I'm pulling some really good trivia questions. All right, these are some deep cuts. And we only have one more question in round 3. All right.
How many rounds are there?
There's one more round after this.
Okay,
It goes up to round 4, and round 4 is very short. All right.
Okay.
All right,
Um,
I'm ready.
All right. The last question of round 3. This one, Will gets first crack. He's down by 5. If he answers this right, we can go to the last question notched up. All right. The question is, what instrument did Skyler play very well growing up?
There are a few answers for this.
No. Which one did he play very well? There's one answer.
I feel like a terrible friend now. I don't even know this.
You're just, everyone knows this about Skyler.
I'm just gonna go say piano.
No, it's violin. All right, so we're gonna go to the final question. Skyler's
Wait,
up
I
by
don't get
5.
to answer?
No, you're not gonna get a chance that time.
All right, so I'm down 5 going in the finals.
Yeah. Well, Will, when luck have it for you, when life be just nothing but sunshine and dandelions for you at this moment, as the last question is worth a staggering 1 million points.
Whew, that is a lot of points.
It's good news for Will, who could use some points. It is the final
5
question,
of
though.
them, but a
Couldn't we
million
all?
will do,
Couldn't
I
we all?
suppose, in a pinch.
All right.
Couldn't we all?
What is the name of that one kid who lived in Will and my freshman year dorm? And his initials, the one hint you're gonna get, are SB. Both of you can answer at any time and answer. Initials are SB.
Sam Bondi. Sam Bondi.
Skyler wins. Skyler gets 1,000,000 points.
What? Sam Bondi did not live. No, that's crap. He didn't live there.
Skyler, you gotta give a little dance, man. You just won a
He
lot.
never
of
lived
money.
there. It's not true.
Yeah, he did. He sure did.
No, he didn't. And I know exactly who lived in my room and
So
your room.
the final. No, in our dorm, not our dorm hall.
Oh,
not in our dorm room.
Well,
Will, don't be a sore loser. Don't be a sore loser, Will.
It could have like half our friend group lived there.
So the final scores here, we have Skyler with 1,000,000 and 21 or 21 and a half points, and Will coming in with 16 and a half points. So wait, I've got something for us. I've got a little.
Wow. What?
Yeah.
On the company dollar, you did this.
Wait.
Oh.
There we go.
Wow.
So now we bring up Richard's reward chart, and we'll see here that clearly the winner was Skyler and not Will.
That
if we're looking at Richard's reward
pre-planned at all, not at all. Just totally. Wow.
No. I had both options ready, Will. Once you know it, I had both options ready. And there's also a chance that we were going to have another special guest kind of spontaneously at some point throughout this episode. And it looks like that didn't happen. So I'm just going to show you the graphic I would have used.
Do you have any parting words? I just won.
Oh, whoa.
That's what we would have done if the other special guest showed up.
What you won?
Guys, what did I win?
Like $354. Like a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a bit of an IOU situation.
Yes.
Like there's no real like expiration or time in which we have to give him the money. So technically I have until a few decades from now to make sure he gets that money, but he will get that money. Rest assured.
Oh wow.
So,
I never will see you again here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going straight to
Good
Hollywood
luck.
right
It's
now.
very
He's got
good.
what he needs.
Okay.
Big time. So yeah, hopefully he gets a bit more respect there in that in the office over there. And now that he's a bit richer than he was when he woke up this morning, and everyone wins. I think right now. I think everyone won tonight, other than Will.
Wow. I could be manager instead you. Don't worry.
Ideas.
She's gonna take my job now, guys. Now that I'm quitting.
She's gonna sign you up for a bunch of more game shows, get you out of the cafe. There's a scheme. So yeah, that was fantastic. Well, Skyler, Kate, thank you both for joining us. This was
our pleasure.
Great.
Anytime.
And
yeah, thank
Skyler,
you have $100 somewhere, okay,
Oh.
for me.
We'll have you next time. We'll do
Anytime.
this again. We'll do another Funny Ball Spectacular, and then we'll pit you and Skyler against each other.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Really? Wow.
We'll see who knows more about trivia then.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, very successful episode. Will, any parting
Wow.
thoughts, words? Skyler, Kate,
I think
anything?
this is going to go down as one of the most interesting Funny Ball episodes of all time, and I want to thank everyone who's tuning in tonight, and I want to thank Skyler and Kate for being part of this. And go A's!
Funny Ball forever.
Funny Ball forever, baby.
Funny ball forever.
Okay, funny ball forever.
Funny ball forever.